Have you ever noticed how easy it is to see what is wrong with you? And it does take a lot of focused energy and real self awareness to see the beauty, abundance, and success that already exists in your life. Hi, my name is Karen Kartika, transformational coach and holistic healer, here to bring you messages and insights from your guides. Now, I am inspired by this topic from one of the speaker from the last Divine Fortune Summit. Her name is Sarah McCrum, and she posted this on her Instagram. It is easy to look at yourself and see what is wrong. It takes courage to not listen to the lies you tell yourself. Ooh, what lies are this? Well, these are a few examples that I often got from my clients and, people in general. It's like, I can't be happy until I'm making more money. I can't enjoy life until I'm successful. I can't feel beautiful until I lose all this weight. I can't seek the promotion until I have more credentials or years of hard work. I can't feel fulfilled and successful until I'm a millionaire. And then until I'm billionaire. I can't be a healer until I can fully heal myself. I can't attract true love until I'm successful in my profession and settled in my life. No shames in acknowledging that these stories or narratives play in our mind. And it's not just you, it's not me, it's almost everyone. Because why? What is wrong has been a real focus, conditioning in our day-to-day life. Just take a look at your news right now, all talking about what's wrong. In fact, the one that makes the most headlines is what is wrong. You turn on a TV, from commercial to TV shows, news, everything. It's all talking about what's wrong. The bigger the what's wrong is, the higher the ratings. And take a look at the conversation that you have with your friends and family and loved one. The hottest topics most often is what's wrong, especially if it's what's wrong with other people. But when it comes to you, you're like, oh, I'm good, which probably the truest thing that you say, although energetically behind that, you're probably like, oh, well, this is not wrong. This is not right with my life. This is what's wrong with my life here and there, and etc., etc., etc. Now, if you take this into the workplace, notice how many meetings that you have scheduled in your calendar. Time that we spend on the what's wrong will occupy the most amount of time in the meetings. True? And I used to be in this conversation, and I kid you not, I'm always having stress and anxieties right before these meetings, because sometimes it doesn't matter if the numbers are good, but when there's like one number that was bad, that made the big deal about the whole conversation of that meetings. And often what comes with that kind of what's wrong is that I feel like I have to defend myself, because underneath it feels like, well, what is wrong with you, Karen? Heavy, right? And this is all the conversation that we have with people in our society, in our culture, in our world, even with people that we love close to us, that's easily become our own conditioning as well, and how we operate in our world, in our mind. Case in point, my father texted me the other day and said, your mother complained because you have not called her. What is wrong with you? Ha ha ha. That was my answer. I haven't called my mom, but I imagine this when my mom called up, I'd be like, Mom, what's wrong? Right? It's like, it's so embedded. It's like the thing that we pay attention to, the conversation, the expression that came out of our mouth often is tailored and focused to what is wrong. What if, now that we can take a breath and let it go, what if we can change what is wrong to something that is not wrong, aka what is right, aka what is true? And what is true is that you are perfect, you are not wrong, that you have potential, which means all of this is what is possible. What is possible for you in this time, in this lifetime, that you are existing for a reason. Now, when we can shift from what's wrong to what is right, or what is here, what is possible here in this moment, then we don't have to feel that things are happening to us, that all that we can see is just all these things that are not working for us, not working out for us, or the things that we have not been able to achieve. But what is possible here in the moment? Because when we're looking at what's wrong, we're looking into the past. Well, we at any moment have this present moment to start fresh, to look into, okay, what has not been filled, that now I have a chance to fill in. Because when we can remove ourselves from the comfort of what's wrong, because the what's wrong, like I said, is normal in our day to day, right? And it's so automatic. The minute that we take ourselves from that comfort, that automation, we suddenly feel like, have energy moving. There's dynamic here. There's activation. Now what? And that question of now what can bring us to many potentials, so much more than we can think possible in this current moment. Things that is possible for us. Now, there are tips that I want to leave you here today to start shifting the what's wrong conversation within yourself to what is possible. Okay. Two things. One is to start practicing gratitude. I know everybody said practice gratitude, but I myself have had a loose gratitude practice until I started working with my current coach, who prescribed me this book called Magic. I don't have physical copy, so I can't hold it up here, but I'm gonna leave descriptions and link to the book down on the show description. And this book is called Magic by Rhonda Byrne. It will force you to have a 28-day gratitude practice. And I do invite you to follow this and follow it consistently and continue even after you finish the 28 days. Because you know what? We've been doing the what's wrong for however long you've existed in this life. So how old are you now? Count that as years that you've been practicing what's wrong. Imagine how many days that comes with that year, hours, minutes, second, that our mind is always been thinking about what's wrong. So it takes practice. It takes rewiring and making sure that the muscle memory is there. So whenever that, because we go through life most of the time unconscious, right? Unless you're master of controlling your awareness to be conscious all the time. But we're gonna walk from where I am today to where I am sitting right now to the kitchen. I don't even think anymore. That's automatic. So that's unconscious. And during that time, so easy then the things that like what's wrong creeping in again, right? That unless you're a very optimistic person, you will wake up in the morning that maybe already thinking what is wrong. So practice gratitude. And also the other tip that I'm gonna leave here today for you is practice mirror work. And there's also another book to practice this. I'm gonna also put the link down below, but this is a simple practice, as easy as looking yourself in the mirror and start saying the things that you want to hear for yourself. All the affirmations, the mantras, right? I am lovable. I am happy. I am beautiful. I have what it takes. I matter. I'm important. I have all the gifts that I need. Service to the world, etc., etc. Everything and anything that you need convincing for yourself to be true, because like I said, right, it's true, but we're still conditioned to believe in the lies. So the things that you know is true. The things that sometimes we do not want to convince ourselves or believe ourselves that it's true. Well, it's already true. I know that's a lot. But whatever it is that you want to feel and own, believe in yourself. Start using the mirror work. Because we could be conditioned and persuaded to work super hard for other people and for doing a lot of things for others, in hope that you will hear this one day from this person. We've all been there. We work through life hoping for somebody acknowledge your contributions, your success, all the good things that you created in your life. Some people will do give us those feedback, but majority don't. It's just a fact of life. So you could be waiting for a long time until you can hear that, or you can start giving that to yourself from today. And I know when you're doing this, it might feel uncomfortable in the beginning because we like to be in the what's wrong. That's comfortable. That's normal. What's not normal is believing in ourselves that we are beautiful, we're perfect, we're matter, we're important, we're lovable, we're of love, we care, we inspire others. And that's the truth because each one of us are here for a reason, for a purpose. And when we're not in that alignment, our life can feel like a pit of mud. It's just pit of mud. I don't know how to describe it. Sticky, it's yucky, it's like, and you go through life thinking that suffering, pain, stress, anxiety is normal. It's not normal. You look at the bird, does the bird stressed out? You look at the tree stressed out. You look at everything else in the world. It's only us human believing and thinking and working and walking through life in so much pain than we need to be. So I invite you to, if you want to shift from what's wrong to what's possible, because in the possibility, in the arena of possibility, when you're in the place where you can be present, feel fully you in your truth, not in the lies of what is not possible, what's wrong with you, but in your truth that you have everything that you need to create, to live your most fulfilling life, to feel happy instantaneously at this moment, right now. When you are in that space, everything is beautiful. Everything. You can see colors in the world that you probably have not seen before. That fulfillment is here, abundance is here, that the life that you want and you've been desiring and wish is already here. You're going to start seeing that, and you can start to use this space more into creating what really matters to you, not for just the reason of, well, I got to do this because I have to do this, and because there's a lot of what's wrong with me, then I have to fix it. That's mean I have to do all of this A, B, C, D, and you spend a lot of time, money, investment, your mental capacity in just fixing things. While in fact, at the same level, what's possible is here. And instead of working on fixing, you can create. I was on a seminar the other day, and this beautiful painter, she said, that pathway that say what is wrong with you, the pathway that always criticize you, is the same pathway that when you are having a blank canvas and beautiful paint colors in front of you, the same pathway will then, hey, that blue color is beautiful, let's paint with that. So what's wrong, what's possible is in the same lane. Let's shift and choose to what's possible, because life is more beautiful in this space. Okay. If you need help in moving from what's wrong to what's possible, I'm here offering a 30-minute free exploration call. Information is down below. It's 30 minutes of coaching with me and explore what is possible for you and how we can work together moving forward to start to help you create and stay in the realm of possibility and creating the life that you want. Now, coaching, teaching, healing, if you're in that profession or corporate world, being a professional, as long as you enjoy it, it's easy. But acknowledging that there is something that you know is you kind of like, well, I'm debating whether this is possible or not for me. Or like, you're so ingrained in the what's wrong. It's like, that it feels so far of a stretch for me. That just so many obstacles to go that way. And all of this feels like heavy. I invite you to bring that into the conversation because um, the hardest part, that's why even Sarah said, it takes courage. It takes courage and us bringing ourselves to get into this space because it will feel vulnerable. You will have to face the deepest truth of all your desire unfulfilled, all the things that you didn't really wish anybody to know because it feels wrong, right? Because sometimes we're so used to having people to judge us and criticize us for thinking and believing something bigger than us is possible. In fact, when we listen to somebody else and um, see their greatness, we're like, oh, how come she can have that and I can't? Like, what's wrong with me? I can't have that. Well, in fact, the same possibility is true for you, and you can have whatever it is you desire. So take the uncomfortable one, because the comfortable one we know, as sucky as it is, we're comfortable being in it. So take this uncomfortable route. Promise you it'll get eventually get comfortable because we're practicing muscle memory, we're practicing reprogramming ourselves, we're practicing things to always put us consistently in this field of possibility. And from there, sky the limit. You can have everything, anything that you desire, not from all the what's wrong that, I don't have to reiterate that anymore. See how it is, how easy it is to say, to continue talking about the what's wrong. Well, in fact, potentials, possibilities are what bring joy, happiness, peace, serenity in the world. If you want to change the world into a better place, like Michael Jackson said, start with a man in the mirror. Start with you. Okay, let's get it to the card. I'm again using the Human Design Oracle system, and I think I'm going to use this for a while because high wind. And okay, again, as I'm shuffling this, take a moment to set your intention. And as I prompt you the cards, make sure that you are tuning into the card and notice if you got a yes or no. Your body will, whether leaning and like vibrating, or notice where the energy of the card lands in your body. Or situations or energy centers, and more likely than not there's a message for you for whatever it is that where the resonant land, body energy centers or situations, and just listen and enjoy. And if you do love these messages and the inspiration coming from this video, please do not forget to click like, subscribe, and comment down below because I do love to hear what you guys are experiencing. Okay. All right. Oh, as support, as usual, I am also bringing the flower and crystal card. All right. Card number 1. Tuning in. Notice where it's resonating with you, yes or no, and where it lands in your body, energy centers, or a situation that you're going through right now. Because there's a message for you coming from this card. Okay. Card number 2. Again, tuning in. Notice if this is resonating as a yes or a no, and where it lands in your energetic body or situation. There's a message, or maybe there's a healing for you in here as well. Card number 3. Notice it's a yes or no, where it lands in your body, your energy centers, or situation that you're going through right now. as you're going to be receiving message and healing through this reading. All right, so those are the 3 cards. I'm going to also bring the crystal and the flower card for each of the reading. All right. Okay, so this is card number 1 and is gate 44, falls under the energy of Scorpio, and it's at network. Um, this is a card that wants to invite you to take a look where you are in the network that you're in. Are you in the network that is beneficial to you? Are you in the network where it accentuates your gifts, your capabilities, your talents? Because there's always a saying like your network is your net worth. The more people that you know, is the more opportunities can come your way. And this is especially true when you're pulling this card, is you are being asked to evaluate whether you're in the right kind of people that will help and bring you the most out of your potential. Are you surrounded by people who are here to help you see the possibilities, or are you surrounded by people who keep pulling you or pushing you down into the what's wrong? Because again, right, we're comfortable being in the what's wrong. The what's wrong not going to get you anywhere. The what's wrong is just going to make you feel more stressed out. You make you feel more depressed and defeated. What you want is to start surrounding with people who sees possibilities, who see things differently, who see things clearly, who see you for who you are, your gift, your greatness, your strength, and will tell you straight to the point of like, hey, you're not giving yourself a chance to be the greatest version of yourself, so stop it. We need people around us to lift us up, to remind us whether we're being in, being stuck in the what's wrong mud, or we're actually playing in the field of possibility. And we want people that will help us to stay in the field of possibility, because notice the theory of an entrainment, right? The metronome. They all be swinging all different time and directions. At one point, everybody will beat and move at the same directions. That is energy, and our energy frequency is the same way. If you surround yourself with the frequency of people who are negative, you will become negative. As much as you say, I do not want to be a negative person, but if you're around negative people, it becomes normal to be negative. It becomes normal, just like the whole society that we're in. It's so normal to be what's wrong. It's not normal to be what is possible. So change your network, change people that you're hanging out with, working with, so that you can stay in the field of possibilities. I'm going to grab the book and just notice if there's something else that needs to be mentioned here. It's time to consider how you present yourself to the world, whether you're genuinely connecting with the right community. Make sure you showcase your unique skills and gifts for all to appreciate and understand your value. Be wary of establishing relationships solely due to one's standing or reputations. Instead, direct your efforts toward discovering people with whom you can build mutually advantageous relationship. Your network is your net worth. So your network will help you create more wealth. Remember, opportunities often reside within people. Actively seek out fresh links and networks to advance you further. Trust your instinct. And the flowers and crystal that wants to help you is the flower of transformations, and the crystal is labradorite. I am actually working with labradorite right now because it helps heals all the things that have hurt us in the past, especially things, the sensitive things that we feel like we have to shut down. People think that it will just bring the bad things to us, like intuitive psychic ability. We should not be relying on that. We're supposed to just rely on rational thinking, while in fact our creativity and being able to see possibility lies in the intuitions in that psychic field. So working with labradorite help heal that, also bring our magical abilities. And it said here on the card, your life becomes more and more of an adventure. Because when you shift yourself from what's wrong to what's possible, you surround yourself with people who support you to stay within the field of possibilities. Life is great, full of adventure and happiness. If you're not feeling that right now, I invite you to start shifting it with the tips that I laid out on this video. Okay, card number 2. It is gathering. I'm sorry, I put it near my face. It's not that I want you to look at my face, but seems like that's the only place that the focus will pick up on the card. And this is gate number 45, 44, 45. I don't know what's going on, but it's kind of fun to watch how the numbers are popping up. Although this gate is not actually, if you're noticing this on the body graph, gate 44 and 45 is not side by side. This is the gate of gathering, although kind of like if you see the two cards, they're all full of people, right? I feel like we are being called more and more to to be present in the world, more in the people that in the community, in people that surround us, to start building collaborations and sharing our gifts and talents in collaborative ways, because gone are the day of you fighting for success individually. Like I remember when I was in working out in the corporations, it's like I have to really push myself to win. I have to push myself to always show up and stand out, because I'm dispensable. Somebody else can replace me if I don't take the stand and show my strength and show that I am capable of doing everything. And that's exhausting, that's stressful, because there's strength in working with others, there's strength in collaborating and leaning in to support others and getting support for yourself, because we are created so that we can fit on other people's strength and gifts and talents. We are not here to be perfect. That's not possible, because we're supposed to fit in or filling the whole of the bigger picture. I keep getting the visuals of universe, God, as this huge puzzle piece, and we're just single piece that fill in and that create the whole thing. Okay, so 45 is, just also pull it from here. Remember to check in with shared vision, direction, and goal for the group you oversee. Whether it is your household, community, or work division, you are here to oversee their wealth and well-being. 45 gates, whenever this appear on anybody's body graph, like, get a wealth, because it does create a channel of wealth. It's essential that everyone, including you, is willing to participate, invest, and make sacrifices for the group's success. Remember that those who have entrusted their talents, motivation, and resources to you believe in your leadership and the group's ability to reach a common goal. Embrace humility if you find yourself to be a person in a position of power. Prioritize equitable distribution of resources to ensure the well-being and benefit of every member within the group. Lead from the heart-centered, balanced place, and check your ego. Again, we're not here as an individual to always strive for the best for yourself, but we are here to strive and thrive for everyone, because we're just part of the world. Do your inner work to raise your frequency for the greater good, and remember that people who rely on you and support you need your focus. Okay, and the flower and the crystal that support you this on this reading is flower of precision and Amazonite. I love Amazonite because it's the crystal that I use when I need healing. It gives that calm and peace and serenity to allow the body to come back into a state of equilibrium where it can heal itself. It said here, learn from your mistakes and try not to make them again. Easy said than done, I know. But in my coaching, I always have this kind of like visuals. You can look left, which is your past, but you always are here And here gives you the option to well, see left or right. And but being able to be present here, you can then detach yourself from, okay, all the what's wrong, all the mistakes. What do I learn from them? And what can I do today to fill in the blank of the things that I didn't do or have missed in the past, to not start creating or filling those, so that my right turn is exactly how I have pictured it to be. Okay, so don't get stuck in the what's wrong and continue working through what's possible in the present moment. Now, card number 3. This is the presence, the Buddha. And the message here is, have you been running around? You've been busy fixing, thinking and believing that there's so many things that you need to fix because there's just too many things what's wrong with you. That's why your life will never be successful until you start, your business is to be able to fix everything so that you can finally move forward. That's the lie. Okay. The truth here is, what you need is to come back to the present moment. And like the Buddha, sit. If you meditate, great. If you don't meditate, there are so many other things to still your mind, to come back to the present moment, to, instead of always being busy fixing, doing things because there are just too many what's wrong. Notice that I have to even breathe for this. You need to just sit and start imagining. Because when you start to imagine, and not imagining the what's wrong, of course, start imagining what's possible. Start instilling, bring in back all the truth that you know about yourself. And again, start practicing that gratitude and start practicing the mirror work. You are exactly where you need to be. You're perfectly perfect. You're perfectly imperfect and perfect in the way so that you can fit in and fill in the blank for other people and others to fill in the blank for you. That there's nothing wrong with you. You're fine. And when you start noticing that in this breath, in this present moment, I just remember one of my acting mentor used to tell us, whenever we're all over the place with our anxiety and stress, and like we're supposed to strategize and do this and we just have to say, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back into this present moment, and start noticing what's in front of us, from a small detail as, hey, there's pink in the card, yellow in the card. Noticing my ring, hey, there's an eye on my ring. And noticing my glasses, and start also noticing what's outside of it a little bit. There's a bottle there, there's a pillow there, and there's another flowers there, and then start expanding to other things, other fields, keep expanding, keep expanding. But the more that you are being aware what is around you in this present moment, you are coming back to the present moment. As simple as that. Because most of the time, you are not even paying attention to the present moment because you're always busy in your mind in the what is wrong. Just right now, as you're listening to me, you probably have gone back into that place more often than you wish to be. So come back and say, I'm back. You're back here now. Presence. Okay, so let's see from the book what are the messages that needs to be conveyed. You are being invited to take a moment to contemplate before you speak, act, or do anything. As you embrace contemplation, you can truly embody your presence in the world. It encourages not merely passive observation, but an active, engaged form of perception. Like I said, start noticing what's in front of you. Your fingers. Ooh, I need a nail cut. Notice what's the light that's blinking here. I've been sitting here for like an hour. I didn't notice this light blinking all the time. Now I'm noticing it, right? Keen awareness of your thoughts, feelings, and action, and using this insight to navigate your life with greater wisdom and compassion. Because when you're back here and you start noticing, hey, I'm still breathing, even in that breath, it's a privilege. Do you know that? It's a privilege to be able to breathe in this present moment, because There's somebody out there who have lost their breath, who probably with every breath is experiencing some kind of an illness. With every breath, they're actually sitting outside because they don't have a house. But if you're still sitting here enjoying this video, more likely than not, you're privileged. And don't take it as negative, but take it as an honor that you still have things to do here on earth. Okay? Embrace each moment as it unfolds. Appreciate its unique offerings without clinging to past regrets and future anxieties. Yay! And the card, the crystal and the flowers that help you with this reading is stability. Oh, I forgot to flip it. The crystal and the flower that helps you is stability. And that's a flower, stability. And the crystal is blue lace agate. I have to look up what blue lace agate because I don't remember this one. I haven't worked with blue lace agate. It's a delicate stone that brings harmony and tranquility. It pacifies, calms angers, reduces nervousness. For these properties, it is considered a stone of happiness and hope. It is one of the most spiritual stones. It calms and improves mood. Blue color of the stone reveals the potential for creativity, bring peace and tranquility to the owner. Even if you cannot get this crystal in the physical form, you can just take a look at the color and the card as I'm sending you the healing energy through this frequency to you so that you can find the happiness and hope and calm and easiness in your life right now and come back to the present moment. Okay, my friend, that is all I have for today. I hope you enjoy this insights and reading. Please click like, subscribe if you don't want to miss any of these messages, and comment down below because I want to hear what your feedback on this. And if you're open to start shifting your life from what's wrong to what's possible, I have my link down below for making a meeting and a calendar meeting to speak with me 30 minutes free, exploring what is possible for you and start getting you out from that mud of hopelessness, despair, and stress and defeat. Okay? Until next time. Bye now.